He's like,
and welcome back to the Oklahoma Today podcast. I'm your host, Ben Lucian, and I might look like I fell off a chuck wagon, but that doesn't mean I know how to cook on one. But our guest today knows how to do exactly that. Hollis, Oklahoma native Kent Rollins has turned a career of cooking for Cowboys into a fabulous career in media. You might recognize him from the Outdoor Channel, the Food Network, or if you're watching this on YouTube, you probably know him from his Cowboy Kent Rollins YouTube channel. It has millions of views on banger cooking videos such as Cowboy style Big Mac, an Oklahoma style El Reno burger, Mountain Man breakfast. You need to check him out. We're going to hear from him in just a moment. But first, a message from our friends at Visit Edmond. Winter isn't winter until you visited the Edmond Ice Rink at Mitch Park.
Okay, I got my skates on. I think I'm ready. You're not gonna make fun of me, are you?
Of course not, buddy. I'd never make fun of you. Go break a leg.
You gonna help me out?
Oh, doing great. Put one skate in front of another, just like I taught you. Is that the best you got? Located off Covell Road, this Edmond tradition is open 7 days a week through February 1st. You skate like my grandma. You're being outskated by literal children. Warm any falls with the help of hot cocoa from the snack bar. Hot chocolate?
What happened to not making fun of me?
Nate, it's called coaching. And be sure to stroll through the luminance light displays in the park after skating. Find more events and attractions at visitedmondok.com. All right, so I am joined today by, you may have seen him on Food Network shows like Cutthroat Kitchen. There's Chopped Grill Masters. He even beat Bobby Flay, the great Bobby Flay. You might know him from YouTube. In fact, the Cowboy Kent Rollins YouTube channel has, I believe, 3.5 million subscribers. But most of all, he is the pride of Hollis, Oklahoma. We've got Cowboy Kent Rollins on the show today. Thank you so much, Kent, for joining us.
Hey, thank you, my friend. It's an honor to get to talk to another Okie, and we just have a good time every day. But I think that's all of Oklahoma.
Yes.
Everybody was raised to know, hey, you better have a good time today. That's what we do.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, I mentioned Hollis, Oklahoma, about as far southwest as you can get in Oklahoma. What can you tell me about growing up there? What do the people need to know about Hollis, Oklahoma?
It was the name Hollis, I think, come about from a doctor down there many years ago in 1910, 1911, something like that. And all little rural communities back then were booming. There was a house on every 40 acres, anywhere you wanted to go, 5 or 6 different schools spread out across the community, and I grew up to where people that had lived there had been through the Dust Bowl and the Depression, so they knew what true grit was all about. They had it in their teeth and their eyes many a day, but they taught me so much from the values that they learned through that you never give up. You always persevere, and the glass is half full and it's never half empty. And, it was a pretty booming, thriving little town till I'd say up in the late 80s, before things sort of started dying out like a lot of small towns. Some of the old timers died off. A lot of the young people didn't want to go into agriculture, farming or ranching, and went off school and made something else of themselves, which is fine. But the little community still hangs on. There may be a lot of empty buildings and spaces, but the hearts are full and there's still smile on everybody's faces.
Yes. And Southwest Oklahoma, up around like Quartz Mountain, that is some beautiful scenery. Yes.
Yeah, it's, there's a lot of rolling plains out there with the Quartz Mountains are, about 35 miles from Hollis, but the Red River is there to the south, which is always pretty good view. The Prairie Dog Fork is on sort of the middle end of the northern part of the county, and there's Sandy Sanders Wildlife Area out there. So there's a lot going on. At one time, Harmon County was the irrigation capital of Oklahoma and the cotton capital of Oklahoma. But they grow a lot of cotton, a lot of wheat, raise a lot of cattle.
Yes. Well, Ken, what can you tell me? When did you get started cooking out there? I think you just started with your family. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, my mother, we were raised on a farm and ranch operation, and my dad and them was always helping somebody gather cattle or work cattle for somebody. And you could get horseback, a lot of mornings where it might be 10 degrees or the wind be blowing 40 and it'd be a wind chill of minus 25. And Mama asked me one morning, she said, "Hey, won't you stay and help me? We'll make a chocolate cake." And I'm thinking, it's the best deal ever. It's not cold, not cold in the house. You get to actually do a little cooking and eat some cake. But then she said we was going to wash dishes. So that sort of changed the perspective of it a little. But she taught me a lot in the kitchen about what it takes to cook for people. And it's not so much uh, how you present it, it's the love you put into it. She always said, cook what you love for the ones you love. And everybody in our little community, most everybody was, poor, but nobody went hungry, and that was the biggest part of it. But there were so many values I learned in the kitchen from my mother and a lot of older women, on Sunday after church, would come into a kitchen, tie an apron on, never use a recipe of any kind, and turn out some of the best food you ever seen in your life. And sure, my dad taught me about what it took to raise cattle and dig a post hole and sweat. But it was one of the deals where it sort of all tied together because I knew what it took to put food on the table, but I also knew how to prepare it.
Yeah, and that's because you had that experience, you were able to make meals that would meet the standards of the cowboys and ranchers out there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, in the 80s, I started guiding elk hunters in the Gila Wilderness, southwest New Mexico, for my uncle. And he needed a guide and a cook. And he said, "I know you can cook because I know who your mama is. And she taught you to cook. But cooking out there, I mean, we'd pack on a mule 21 miles in. You go from elevation at Hollis, which is about 1880 to 8,000 foot out there. There's a lot of difference in the way things cook. Bread doesn't rise very good. Takes forever to boil a pot of beans, and nobody ever taught me to bake in a cast iron Dutch oven. It's all just trial and error. But it let me know that different parts of the country you're going to have to cook a little different than what you might cook along the banks of the Red River. And when I got out of there one of the last seasons, 87, 88, I got to thinking, I've worked on some ranches, eat off some really good chuck wagons, and eat off some sort of bad cooks. But you never complained about the cook because he'd get even if you did. So
Yeah.
I ended up buying an 1876 Studebaker chuck wagon in 91 and started cooking for ranches. Cowboys really respected me because I'd been on the branding side of the fire and now I was on the cooking side of the fire. So it took off pretty well. It did.
Yes. Now that chuck wagon that you have right now, it gets around a little bit. What's it like transporting that, I guess?
For years we just hauled it on a little old 18-foot trailer and went everywhere in the world. I wished I knew how many miles that old trailer had on it. And me and Shan finally got us a gooseneck trailer, and we've been from Stagecoach Country Music Festival cooking to Connecticut and Long Island. So there's a lot of country you get to see and a lot of windshield time. But you get a lot of looks from people when you go down the road. A lot of folks have never seen a chuck wagon, don't even really know what one is. But I learned a long time ago, if we can preserve history in one way, but share it through food and story in another, we're passing it on to another generation.
Yeah, food is the best teacher in a lot of cases.
It is that.
Yes. All right. So I wanted to get just a few sort of basic tips since we've got one of the masters of chuck wagon cooking. Let's say that I'm getting into camping and I want to start, cooking outside.
Yeah.
But I don't know where to begin. And that's the truth. I don't know where to begin.
Well,
So what are some basic tips for beginners like myself?
so, if you're going to cook outside, the best thing you can cook with is a cast iron skillet and a Dutch oven, and if you got a 10-inch cast iron skillet and maybe a 10 or a 12-inch Dutch oven, you can get by. You can cook anything you need. 12-inch cast iron Dutch oven, hold 20 biscuits. So you learn how to make a little gravy. You got gravy and biscuits. But when you bake something in a Dutch oven, there's coals underneath and there's coals on top. There's no temperature dial or anything like that. But you regulate heat by how far you are from the coals on the bottom side, really, because you can take the lid off and see the top, but you can't see the bottom. It's not Pyrex or something you can look through. But the easiest thing to cook really the first time is probably cornbread in a Dutch oven. Just always remember that people tend to use more coals than they need on the bottom. You can add heat to something if you need to, but it's hard to take heat away from it when it's already burnt.
Interesting. Yeah, that is a good tip. What about, I guess, cleaning up
All
outside?
right.
Because the cooking's the fun part, but what about the cleaning up?
Cast iron cleans just as easy as anything in the world, especially when it's well seasoned. That means you've got a good coat on the cast iron itself where something doesn't stick. But the best time to clean it is as soon as you get through cooking with it, not to wait.
Mm,
If there's any grease or any drippings left in there, just wipe them out. Always have you a pot of boiling water that you can have, and just pour a little water in there. Use a wooden scraper. We make spatulas there that we sell, and scrape all that debris out of there. Put it back on the fire, dry it out good, and then when it gets good and hot, season it. We like to use grapeseed oil. It bonds really
okay.
good to cast iron, and it'll help build your seasoning up. But it's not a one-time process to reseason. We reseason cast iron every time we use it.
Yes. Yeah, right. The seasoning is sort of a never-ending process.
Yeah.
So to get the record straight, should you ever use like dish soap on a cast iron?
For years and years, everybody said no because soap so many years ago was made out of lye, was really harsh, eat away at your seasoning. Personally, me, I don't use soap, and soap has changed so much. It's a whole lot milder than what it used to be. A lot of the stuff I got is 60, 70, 100 years old, so it's very well seasoned and finished. So most of the time, just hot water. But
Right.
I know a lot of people that'll use big old wash pots, 30 gallon, have big fish fry. And sometimes they'll just rinse them lightly with soap because you've got that grease, you've got that cornmeal residue in there. And just always remember, rinse it well, dry it over heat, and reseason.
Yes. Yes. All right. Well, the cast iron, everyone always has questions about cast
Yeah.
iron, so I'm glad I talked to the expert. So I have a question, like after you've mastered the tips or the tricks of the trade early on, what are some like surprising or unexpected things that you can cook outdoors that maybe people are like, wow, this came from the outdoors?
Yeah. Anything you can cook in the house in a conventional oven or a stovetop, you can cook outside.
Mhm.
I always used to tell people I'll cook anything except the foods I can't spell. If I can't spell it, I ain't gonna cook it. There's some weird stuff out there on occasion, but to be able to really, I think, master the art of baking, you can do anything in a Dutch oven. Because when you can consistently make breads, pies, cakes, brownies, something like that, you can do anything else in a Dutch oven you want because it all becomes pretty easy after that. But there's three things that make a great Dutch oven cook, and that's practice, practice, and more practice.
Mhm. Yes, right. With all your experience cooking for outdoorsmen and cowboys and ranchers, what have you found about their taste? Like, is there anything that these men of the West they go for more than others, or are there things that you try to stay away from?
Well, most of all, we try to keep it simple, and I'm not talking just one or two ingredients, but stuff you have in your pantry.
Yeah.
For a long time when I first started cooking on ranches so many years ago, you better have some meat, you better have some beans, and you better have some taters, and a lot of coffee. I make a menu that I use on ranches and I stick to it. We'll have a fish night on Friday. We'll have steak nights on Saturday, chicken fried steaks on Thursday, big old 16-ounce bone-in pork chops one day. I like to cook things I like to eat. And always judge the recipe if it was new or something that I was trying out on Cowboys by how many times they come back and fill their plate. You
Yes.
know,
Yeah.
if they filled it twice, you knew it was really good. But if they filled it three times, you think, yep, this will work right here.
Yes. Now, when you challenged Bobby Flay, that was with chicken fried steak, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So
He
is that one of your best dishes?
Well, I've cooked thousands and thousands of pounds of chicken fried steak and steak. Ain't no telling how many thousands of pounds of brisket so many years ago and ribs. Um, and we still cook a lot of them. I've seen so many chicken fried steaks and biscuits that I probably don't eat them much anymore.
Yeah.
But I still know how to cook them. But I still really love a good 20-ounce bone-in ribeye. With maybe some hominy and green chili casserole and a bread pudding with a whiskey cream sauce to finish it off. It's fine dining.
Yes. Oh, is there anything that you like to eat? Maybe a guilty pleasure, maybe not so guilty pleasure that people would be surprised to hear from Cowboy Kent.
Yeah, my favorite meal, and Shen got me on it a long time back, and that is sushi. One one thing
Okay.
is you don't have to build a fire to cook it, so that's a plus. But
Yes.
I really do like seafood. I mean, being in Oklahoma, we were sort of landlocked from any great seafood. Mrs. Paul's fish sticks were probably about as wild as we got for many
Uh,
years. But I works a lot on the coast, and on the Gulf Coast cooking for people that they open my eyes up to a whole different breed of seafood, and it's a delicacy to me, but we try to have sushi about once a week.
all right. Yeah, I love it's good to hear that Cowboy Kent loves sushi. I love sushi.
Yeah.
Um and it's I mean you can overdo it, but it can be a sort of a healthier dish.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
good.
Yeah. Did you ever try to make sushi out of like the Red River catfish or anything?
No, we've made sushi, with a Milanese cut of a sirloin steak, top sirloin, where it's cut
Oh,
really thin. There's two videos, I think, on our YouTube channel. One is a traditional sushi, but we didn't have all the equipment that sushi people use. I mean, we show you how to make it with just the basic ingredients. But there's a cowboy sushi that's got a little beef steak involved and with some good sauce on it. So they're good eating.
yes. You have a lot of fun on your YouTube channel. What is like some of the most what's the most fun video you've had to make or just the best time you had shooting?
We have a good time every time. Really, there's two that stand out to me that were some of the best. One of them was with a good friend of ours who has millions and millions of followers. We did a collab. It's Uncle Roger, and he come to visit the wagon, and I think that video was like 3.1 million in about a week, so it
Wow.
did really
Yeah.
well. And then this last winter we did a chili Colorado, and we
Mhm.
sort of picked the day. We'd asked the good Lord to give us a good heavy snow to cook it in outside, and it was just, I mean, sure, it was like 14 degrees and snowing so hard you couldn't see, but to be out there and what God had provided and make a dish that is so hearty and so warm, and people gravitated to it not only just for the food but for the scenery as well.
Yes, yes. So you, like I said before, you've got almost like 3.5 million YouTube subscribers, I think, which is that's goals for me. Um, did you ever think that you would be like a YouTube star? Was that ever, did you ever say, I'm going to be a YouTube star?
No, from way back in the Texas Panhandle, sleeping in a bedroll in a teepee, it never entered my mind. But we figured out 8 or 10 years ago that YouTube was a great, great platform to be in control of your own content, to be able to say, God bless America, or let's pray for so and so. And we've got such a loyal fan base all
Mhm.
across the world. Um, I never thought that it would get to this, but now we have a YouTube family. I mean,
Yes.
we get so many people that reach out to us and say, "Hey, I was going through chemo this week. I watched your videos while it's taking place. You helped me get through it." Or, "I lost my dad last night, but something we did every Wednesday was watch your videos, so I watched one tonight."
Mm.
And it it's a way that you can connect with people more than you can with TV. Sure, we started a new series this year on the Outdoor Channel called the Cast Iron Cowboy, and it's really good to have that show, but YouTube connects with people better because we can actually correspond with them a little more. So it sort of helps out. And a lady asked me one time, she said, "So now you're a celebrity and you think you're pretty important?" I said, "Ma'am, if I'm important to God and my wife thinks I'm a celebrity and the dogs don't bite, I'm money ahead."
Yeah, yeah, exactly right. Well, and yeah, YouTube, like you said, just does a great job of connecting people who have similar interests.
Yeah,
Just getting them in like you said, a big family.
yeah.
Yes.
They are that.
Yeah, and these days it seems like there's a lot more people who are interested in traditional sort of homestead style, living and cooking. So that's you fit that pretty well.
Yeah, and we have such a wide variety of people that watch. I mean, analytics on YouTube, our sort of audience is age based, really top of them from 28 to 35, you know. But we have so many families that reach out to us that say, hey, before I put my kids to bed every night, they have to watch a Cowboy Kent Rollins video because we know we can turn it on. They can watch it. It's clean. It's wholesome. And I said, yeah, and it'll make you sleepy if you watch it long enough. But it's good to connect with people that want to get back really to just a simple lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Well, 3.5 or 3.5 million YouTube subscribers, not bad for Hollis, Oklahoma. Kent, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, my friend. It's always good to visit Oklahoma, and we just hope that everybody has a blessed day. And remember, life is simple. Don't complicate it with food.
Yes, absolutely. Wise words from Cowboy Kent. Kent, it's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. You have a blessed day and a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, thank you. All right. Well, I had a lot of fun speaking with Kent. Such a nice guy.
He's the sweetest guy.
He is such a nice guy and has lived an amazing life, really.
Yeah. His cookbook's great, too. I have it at home. And it's really, really good.
Yes, I spoke to him out. He lives in New Mexico now, but he loves, Southwest Oklahoma, where he grew up. So next time, Ken, you're in the neighborhood of Quartz Mountain, let me know. We'll
bring the chuck wagon by.
Bring the chuck wagon, please.
We'll come eat.
The Cowboy Big
right?
Mac, yeah, I think it might be his most viewed video.
I believe that. That sounds good. I'm going to have to look that up.
Yes. He has a lot of really amazing videos. So, yeah, check out his channel if you have not already. It's the Cowboy Kent Rollins YouTube channel.
Yep.
But this is the Oklahoma Today magazine YouTube channel. And this is the Oklahoma Today podcast. To my right is Editor-in-Chief Nathan Gunner, and to my left is Senior Editor Carly Ibarra. How are you all doing this morning?
Same.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a
I'm
good day.
happy to be here, and let me tell you, I had this morning, yesterday, I texted the group chat the Cocina Morales food truck.
Yeah.
And I had that this morning.
How was it?
I had the breakfast burrito. It was really good. And their habanero salsa, they do not mess around with that.
Ooh, I love an habanero salsa. I'll try that.
It's nice. It's potent.
Mm.
So I recommend that truck next time it's outside. Let's see. So it is almost Christmas. We're in the full throes of the holiday season. When this comes out, it'll be Christmas next week. Do we have our holiday shopping done yet? Carly's not. That seems like a no from Carly.
That's a big no.
I have like two little things I still need to get. Stuff for y'all, but that's little. I mean, I'm gonna bake you things, so it's me. It's different. It's not time. It's not time yet. If I baked them now, they'd be gross when I gave them to you.
Well, while we're thinking about getting our holiday shopping done, I think it's a good time for our question of the week this time, which is not a question, but really a challenge, actually. It is name a gift an Okie would love to receive, or any Okie would absolutely love to receive. Editor-in-Chief Nathan Gunner, what about you?
Pantyhose. No. When we used to do Dirty Santa in my family, you could always count on OU gear, OSU gear, or Thunder gear.
Yes.
But I'm gonna say a Brahms gift card.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
If anybody wants to get me a Brahms gift card, they're gonna be right in the zone.
That is fail-proof,
right?
Honestly.
Completely.
Yes.
Yeah, unless they're a vegan.
Well, probably.
They have sherbet.
That's true.
Which
you can get
does
sherbet.
not
That's
have-
not dairy.
Yes.
See?
They have,
Okay.
French
produce.
fries.
Vegans. That's true.
They
You
have
can go to
tomatoes.
you can go to the okay. Yeah. So I stand by it for all Oklahomans. A Brahms gift card.
Yep. Yeah, it works for everyone. And they have a merchandise, like you can buy the Brahms truck.
Or you could
I
just buy
always
something
wanted
for
that
somebody
as a
else and pay it forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a perfect answer. We actually had someone online say that same one.
Great
Carly, what is your answer?
This was so hard to pick something that is applicable to all Oklahomans, because there are so many Oklahomans, so many different Oklahomans with different interests. But I'm going to say, and this doesn't apply to everyone geographically, so I'm sorry, but tickets to an independent movie house like Rodeo Cinema in Oklahoma City or Circle Cinema in Tulsa.
That's a good one.
Most people live within driving distance of those two cities, or a great number of the population, and everybody likes movies and everybody likes supporting local business. So I stand by it, even though it doesn't really fit the prompt.
That's a good answer.
Well, it's surprising to me, like, there's no like movie theater in like Enid, Oklahoma, and
Really?
yeah, it's just like
Well, so
Wow.
if you got
I think
somebody
there's
from Enid a ticket to Circle
movie
Cinema,
theater deserts.
they could make it a trip.
Yeah,
and
they
it
could have a
be
weekend.
a whole
Yeah.
weekend of
Yeah,
going
exactly.
to see. Yeah.
Let's see. So I gave this answer some thought, and I had two different variations. First of all, one of them is very specific, and that is, I think this year one of the hottest Oklahoma gifts will be the black one for the City Thunder
Yeah.
Championship shirt.
Yeah, everybody's going to want that one. Yeah.
That is really, you see that everywhere you go.
You do.
You see that absolutely everywhere.
You do. I have one. I haven't worn it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kind of keeping
Chris
it.
has one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
One for the city.
I do.
Yeah. So that is one. That's going to be a hot gift this year. Number two, I'm going to say a stay at a state park lodge.
That's a good gift.
Oh yeah.
That really
Like
is.
the Lake Murray Lodge. If
Yeah.
you got that for someone.
We did that for New Year's Eve last year. It was great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, if anyone wants to give me a trip somewhere, I'm going to take that.
Or here's another one too. Just if you like travel, Oklahoma Today magazine makes
Yes.
a wonderful gift for any Oklahoman
Absolutely.
6 times a year. OklahomaToday.com/subscribe.
Also, Oklahoma Today magazine is an excellent gift for people who can't necessarily travel because of
That's true.
physical limitations. And
We travel
if
for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you have somebody like that in your life, tourism products would be great too, like a nice Oklahoma State Park sweatshirt.
State Park
Exactly. So, because not
You'll look
everybody
better in it
can,
than I do.
not everybody can get out and about, and those people deserve to experience Oklahoma too.
Agree. And I love, by the way, that our state parks have things like ADA accessible trails and stuff like that, so that as many people as possible can enjoy them. Yeah.
Behind the
The camera.
Tongue tied.
Behind the cranberry.
I was looking at your sweater, and that's what tongue tied. Yes. Chris.
Christmas cam.
What gift? Yes, good one. What gift would you give to any Okie?
Well, this is for the olds only, but a Garth Brooks Mo Better shirt.
Oh, that's a good classic throwback
hilarious.
early
As a
90s
young,
answer.
I would appreciate that.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
That would be an
Do you know,
amazing, Dirty Santa.
not a joke, I actually had the thought the other day that those are due. Those are due for someone to dig them back up and put them back in the fashion rotation in a real way. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I started thinking for real, Thunder season tickets, but you'd already kind of said, OU, OSU Thunder.
Yeah.
Gear,
I was
or
thinking more like
whatever.
a T-shirt, but yeah, tickets are a whole other thing.
Right,
Yeah.
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 The Hard to Kill OU shirt for the OU fans is super popular right now.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
But then, so get an Oklahoma basket, right? So get a Rose Rock.
That's good.
Get things like that
Yeah.
are from our state. 'cause
Bedray chocolates.
Yes.
that's in there
Yeah.
for sure, So, kind of plan an Oklahoma gift basket of all the different
I love that.
things. So
That's really cool. Actually, the tickets thing, what I think we're going to do my family this year, my mom said she wanted to get us all tickets to a game. For Christmas, at Thanksgiving, she said, I think for Christmas I want to get us all tickets to a game. And I said, okay, well, why don't we just do that on Christmas Day then? Like, we'll all sit down on Christmas Day instead of an endless text thread of trying to figure out when everyone's free,
Oh,
right?
I see what you're
Like, let's
saying.
just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
let's
yeah.
just like don't buy them now. Like, we'll all sit down on Christmas Day and figure out the day we all want to go and can make it, and then we'll buy the tickets then.
Yeah.
And that way, there's not this like endless trying to finagle who can be where, what.
Well,
You know what I
wanna
mean?
see
Like,
them, or I have to work that
and then
day.
it's also a great big conversation we get to have as a family,
Right.
which is nice. Yeah.
Right.
It's nice to talk about good things with your family.
Yeah. I like those folks.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I'm racking my brain to figure out what are the good things.
How's your brain?
Yes.
Yeah.
We had a lot of good answers online. M. Stephen Calloway says your magazine, Oklahoma
Hey.
Day magazine.
Oh, thanks.
And Route 66 ornaments from Oklahoma Sites.
That's
good.
smart.
Yeah, that's a good one for 26 especially.
Yeah, I had an aunt who used to gift our family like the Oklahoma State ornament every year,
Oh yeah.
like the official Oklahoma State.
There were a
ornament.
couple years here at tourism when they came around and passed those out. Do you remember? They would have extras and they just go like hall to hall, like or office to office. Here you go. Yeah.
Monica Gorham says OU or OSU gear. Yes, that's a
Yeah, that's a
classic
good one.
Marie Saunders agrees with Nate. The Brahms gift card.
Marie.
She added,
She's smart.
Even if you don't eat ice cream and burgers, you can get milk and bread before the storm comes.
Hey, see, there you go.
She also threw in some love for the Simply Modern tumblers.
I love those
yeah,
things.
Those are great.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people asking for those.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Brahms one I think will be a big
That'll
gift
be
this,
a big
this
Christmas gift.
Yeah, that's a
In
good
fact, I might add the green one to my list. Just if you're watching, family. Julie Cummings says anything from BC Clark.
Well, yeah.
one. Well, Julie, I like a girl who knows what she
I
wants.
need to be on Julie Cummings.
Yeah.
I know, right? I need to be on Julie Cummings' friends' Christmas card list.
I think
Yeah.
some people's families love them more than mine does.
We do love BC Clark. We
do.
We had the big episode with
Yeah, we
the
did.
BC Clark jingle, so a lot of people like that one. And I also have to throw this out there. If you are still looking for an Oklahoma-themed gift, and you are in the vicinity of Oklahoma City, you should head
Yes.
to 123 Robert S. Kerr and see the Travel OK Oklahoma gift shop there.
If you come 10 to 11 this week, the week this airs, I'll be there most mornings. So you can come bother me. Or if you don't like me and want to avoid me, that's also a good information for you to have.
The last 2 years, I've bought like gifts there.
Oh yeah, it's
Nice.
like $150.
Did people like the gifts?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I think last year I got my sister like some sort of I think an Oklahoma State Parks hoodie or something.
Nice.
Those sweatshirts are nice. I have a couple of them that I wear, and they are flippin' comfy.
Yes.
Like I really like our State Park sweatshirts.
Yes, a lot of really good merch out
Yeah.
there. All right, well, let us know in the comments what Oklahoma gift would you give to someone, or would you like to receive from someone? Those are the best gifts of all, the ones that you receive. We will be back with Podvents after this break.
Planning your holiday visit to Chickasha for the Festival of Light and the world's tallest lake lamp? Make your trip unforgettable with a stay at Ralphie's House Chickasha. Just 8 blocks from the iconic lake lamp, this beautifully furnished, A Christmas Story themed Airbnb sleeps up to 10 guests and surrounds you with holiday nostalgia. Step inside and see why guests say it's a major award. Reserve your stay today at cameopropertiesllc.com. That's cameopropertiesllc.com.
All right, we are back with the little thing we like to call Podvents. This is where we go through the travelok.com event calendar and pick out a few of our favorite gems. Nathan, how about you? What do you got for us this time?
Do y'all remember in 2012 when the world ended?
Yes.
You remember how the world ended and it's not here anymore?
Yes.
That's good times.
So on that day, I was at Spiro Mounds Archaeological Center in Eastern Oklahoma. So I've actually been to this event. It's the Winter Solstice Tours. These are happening December 20th. There are 2 tours. They're 11 and 4. They're free. You don't have to RSVP unless you're coming with a really big group. But this will be with Anna Vincent, who is a historian there at the center. And basically, you're just going to go on a walking tour of Spiro Mounds. You're going to find out about, first of all, this is one of the largest prehistoric archaeological sites in the country that's open to visitors, right? A lot of these sites are not closed. So like if you've heard of Cahokia in Illinois, this is a lot like that. So you're going to find out about the different kinds of mounds, what they were all used for, sort of the culture of the Caddoan people who built them, the ceremonies that they would hold out there, some of the stories about them. There's even going to be some stories about some of the little unusual things and creepy things that have happened at Spiro Mound, so it sounds like it's going to be really cool. Like I said, this is completely free and no RSVP or anything required. Just show up at 11 or 4 at Spiro Mounds. It's 18154 1st Street in Spiro. Spiro's out in eastern Oklahoma, almost to Arkansas, if you don't know. The phone number there is 918-962-2062, and you can visit okhistory.org/Spiro.
Yeah, that's such a cool event every year.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. And if there's bad weather, they're going to just they're going to be inside, and it'll just be kind of a tour of the center / a lot of the same content, just not a walking tour outside.
Yes. I think they're also having a winter solstice celebration at the at FAM. The first.
Yes, they are. They are also having one at
Yeah.
FAM. So if you can't drive out to Spiro, just go to FAM in Oklahoma City, famok.org, and you can go there for winter solstice.
We
Yes.
did the FAM last year.
Was it fun?
yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. It was
Cool.
super, super cool.
This one was really
Yeah.
cool too. I really enjoyed it when I went.
Yeah. Carly, what about you? What's your event?
So I've never actually been to this before, but I've been to Medicine Park many times, and it is a magical place any time of year. But the Medicine Park Christmas Parade is going to be even more awesome than it normally is. There is literally one place where a parade can take place in Medicine Park, so just go there at 2 o'clock. It's it's in the afternoon, so you don't have to get up early, you don't have to stay up late. It's perfect. The parade is going to have horses, floats, antique cars, and Santa. So pretty much anything you could want in a Christmas parade. And since this is going to be on December 20th, which is the day before the solstice, you can make it a weekend, stay in a cabin in Medicine Park. Maybe Isn't She Lovely, which we have in our Jan-Feb issue
Very
coming
nice
up.
cabin.
And you can go to the Wichita Mountains Wildlife Refuge the following day and spend the solstice there, which is just like such a cool, like, I don't know. There's just something about like your spirit that feels like more free when you're there. And so spending the solstice there I feel like would be an absolutely magical time. But there's no contact info because it's a parade. So just show up at 2 o'clock and have fun.
I love that town so much. A parade at 2 p.m. is the most Medicine Park thing in the world.
It's so perfect.
It's so perfect. Yeah,
You can
I love
go
it.
get drinks afterwards.
Or
at any-
before
yeah.
and during. Yeah.
Why not both?
It's Christmas.
I'm surprised. It's just really a matter of time until Hallmark shoots a Christmas movie
They
in Medicine.
absolutely should.
A Medicine Park Christmas.
All the cobblestones and everything.
Somebody falls in the creek and a handsome man has to rescue them.
Carly, I think you just wrote like half of it.
I volunteer.
I think so. Yes. Well, I love Christmas time, and a lot of the events around this time. It's very delicate and magical. You've got snowfall, jingle bells. But me, I like more of a Die-Hard style Christmas. I like things that go boom. So that's why my event is the Fort Reno Christmas Guns. At historic Fort Reno in El Reno. Boom goes the dynamite. This dates back to, it's an old German tradition, German folk tradition. And what they would do is they would shoot off cannons and guns or make a loud noise to scare away the evil spirits before the holidays. Yeah.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, and I think in Oklahoma we call that a warning, like a warning shot.
So
right?
it's kind of like when the family starts arguing about politics around the table and someone fires their gun in the air.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not
Sort
that
of-
that ever happens.
that totally diffuses the situation.
Completely
right?
makes it better. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it scares the evil spirits away, and I don't want to like take any chances with the evil spirits. So I am all for the Fort Reno Christmas Guns. That is at 2:30 p.m. Saturday, December 20th at historic Fort Reno. It's free to attend. They'll give you all the like folklore stories going into it before they shoot off the cannons, and then after they shoot the cannons. You can head back to the Visitors Center where they will have snacks and some beverages, and you can visit with St. Nicholas.
Cool.
Maybe make some last-minute pleas for your Christmas list, or to get on the nice list, maybe.
Or just hold Santa at gunpoint.
Yeah.
No, it's not a bring your own gun kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah. No.
So it should be a fun time for all, and free to attend. And if you want more information, you can go to fortreno.org or call. You can still call a telephone. You can call 405-262-3987. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
It's fun out there.
Yeah, anytime you can shoot off a cannon. Now, I will say no live rounds. It is
Right.
These are blanks. So,
Yeah.
I really
don't worry
hope
about
they
that.
don't scare off the spirits that are trying to teach, mean rich people
That's-
to be more generous of heart.
Yeah.
The spirit of
If
Christmas
only-
past was seen fleeing.
If only Scrooge had a cannon, he could have kept all his money. Well, we will be right back with star of the show right after this message. This episode is brought to you by the Oklahoma Museums Association, dedicated to empowering the more than 500 museums across Oklahoma to strengthen their offerings and serve their communities. OMA members are an important part of the collective Oklahoma Museum voice. Members receive access to a variety of resources to help them connect to the museum profession. More information is available at okmuseums.org. All right, and we are back. I know you're on pins and needles about who the star of the show will be, and it's got to be the most famous person on the show today, Cowboy Kent Rollins.
Oh, yay. Good job, Ken.
And I'm saying this in hopes that he will bring Cowboy-style Big Macs to the whole set for us.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Tip my hat to you, sir.
Yes, we all do. Well, this is all we've got time for you today. This has been the show known from here to Beaver, home of the Jones and Plummer Trail Museum, as the Oklahoma Today podcast. Head to oklahomatoday.com or pick up our latest issue on newsstands right now. Send your feedback to oktpod@travelok.com. We'll talk to you again next week.
Goodbye.
Finally had the official Carly goodbye on the show.